Now that I got your attention, it's time to get to work. There are a lot of definitions and concepts that are a part of the conversation around increasing belonging at the workplace. Belonging is a combination of being able to be our authentic selves and how our authentic selves interact fully with any group in the workplace without feeling othered. When we're feeling our most safe around others and we are able to be ourselves and be fully integrated and fully seen, that's when belonging is working at its best. While there are several conceptual frameworks that are important to adopt when working to advance belonging in the workplace, here are 7 practical techniques that can be put into practice right away and can result in a stronger culture of belonging growing over time. Number 1, connection through music. Music is a universal language. Sometimes we feel we need to do a lot of talking to develop a sense of belonging in the workplace, but this needn't always be the case. By asking colleagues to share something about themselves through song, perhaps each member of a department or organization shares a song that's one they really and truly love and sharing why they love it, we can learn something about that colleague that will bring us closer to them. And because music is that universal language that can take us on all sorts of journeys, while listening to the songs chosen, we'll find ourselves emotionally connecting with our colleagues, which can help to develop our bond to them. Number 2, show and tell. Oh, show and tell. Sometimes we find ourselves working with colleagues and the world outside of work, which often plays an even more important role than our work lives when defining us, is unknown to many individuals that we work with. Before the start of a meeting for a department or for an organization, if it's not too big in size, perhaps one or a few individuals can kick off the meeting with a show and tell session each time. Why does this activity only have to be for the kids? Number 3, pass the mic. Speaking of meetings, is everyone speaking during them? Is everyone getting an opportunity to put their ideas forward? Certainly, meetings of a certain size might mean that it's difficult for everyone to speak, but your goal as a leader who has a responsibility to increase belonging is to make sure people are participating in some form. Can different members of a team have a turn chairing a meeting? Can you do breakout rooms if people are more likely to speak in smaller groups? Can you distribute a survey after meetings or online polls during meetings that get people to weigh in? The more employees feel like their voices are being heard, or the more their views are solicited, the more integrated the overall team will become and a culture of belonging will develop more and more. Number 4, reaffirm your commitment to EDIB. Reaffirm your commitment to the principles of equity, diversity, inclusion, and belonging by speaking openly about this commitment at different intervals in any calendar year and in a variety of communications, whether in team meetings, email communication and newsletters, public events, and so forth. And when speaking about the commitment, remind everyone why these commitments are important to the company and some of the work accomplished where equity, diversity, inclusion, and belonging are concerned. Number 5, structure, structure, structure. How is your physical office structured? And how does the structure encourage and create opportunities for social interaction? Wherever possible, try to create an office layout that inspires collaboration and gives employees spaces to congregate that feel less formal. If work is being done remotely, how is technology being leveraged to form stronger bonds among colleagues? Perhaps you can set up co-working time with a colleague or two over video. If you're a manager, maybe you can set up virtual office hours during the same window of every week so that anyone on staff can slot themselves into available spots should they wish to connect. Structure your physical and virtual environments in ways that encourages dialogue and the forming of relationships. Number 6, Doing activities together as a team. As the topic mentions, do activities together as a team. Some may be big activities that take place annually, and a number of them can be small activities at different intervals throughout the year. Perhaps you can enter some sort of challenge together, such as raising money for a cause and setting a stretch goal. Are you inspired to write a book together where everyone gets to contribute a chapter? Perhaps you have a meeting where everyone takes a walk during it. Or maybe you create a yearbook together where photos are added and individual notes can be written in each person's booklet. Or maybe your department volunteers at a soup kitchen together over a long weekend. Part of creating a deeper sense of belonging is recognizing each other's humanity, where we strip away the things that separate us and we bond over shared interests, passions, and goals. When we increase a sense of kinship, we increase our capacity for increased belonging at work. Number 7, education, education, education. All year round, ensure there are EDIB learnings available to employees and give employees space during work hours to complete trainings to demonstrate that this is an organizational commitment. Also, remember that educational videos needn't be formal lesson plans. Compelling YouTube videos on the subject of EDIB, even movies that drive home the message that needs to be conveyed, are useful.